Hey, this is Throwback Thursday here at Give Me a Break. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. Tonight, we're looking back at skateboarders trespassing, or skateboarders being arrested. Now you may remember, it was July 2017, it was the very first Give Me a Break. Almost 6 years ago, we focused on skateboarders trespassing in all two parts here. Just look up Skateboarders Trespassing, 26-minute and the 17-minute video, and you'll get all caught up. But what we've not shown you was the video clips of these skateboarders trespassing on private property. What is trespassing, you might ask? Trespassing is defined as an area of fort law broadly divided into three groups: trespass to the person, trespass to chattels, and trespass to land. Trespass to the person historically involved in 6 separate trespasses: threats, assault, battery, wounding, mayhem, and false imprisonment. That's the thing here. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about skateboarders who were caught trespassing, and these videos right here prove it. Now, what I'm about to show you is some examples here. Here's an example of a 13-year-old who got arrested. Here's the example. A 13-year-old gets arrested for skateboarding. At just 13, this was 15 years ago. Take a look.
Next time I call the sheriff. You want to call the sheriff department?
No way.
Hey, let's call the sheriff. Okay, and you hit him. Won't let me do that? Yeah, you'll tell me hit him. Yes. The cops don't believe you.
Yep.
You got no chance in hell.
Okay, 7 and 1.
There's 7 people. There's 7. Just call the sheriff department. Okay? Damaging property. You stay here. Me? Yeah. What am I? What are we going to keep there? Yeah. You stay there. Yeah, I'll. You stay here. Chris, this kid's staying here. Yeah, I got a bunch of kids playing. Yeah.
Look at this one alley thing. I'll tell you guys right now, skateboarding here is off limits. This is private property. You can't skateboard here. You can't dig people's lawn. You can't dig to their garbage and do anything. Listen to me. I'm not going to argue, debate it with you. Take your skateboards and get off of this property. And do it now. Adios. All of you. What's your problem, huh? You got some ID? How old are you? 13. I'll put you off with handcuffs on you, put you in my car. Where do you live? Where do you live?
What did I do, officer? Excuse me, officer. I'm sorry. We're leaving. I was leaving, sir.
Hey, we're leaving right now.
Please let go of my arm.
Trespassing.
I'm leaving.
You're trespassing.
Ow! What are you doing?
Hey, man, we're leaving.
Let go of me.
You're supposed to leave and we're leaving.
Adios.
Sir.
You guys are leaving. Come on.
Why can't I leave, sir? Ow. Ow, officer, this hurts really bad. I just moved.
Hey, man, we were just leaving.
Right now. Ow, my arm.
Anybody else want to join them?
Can I please leave, sir?
Go. Take go.
Sorry.
Now, there are signs everywhere here in Texas and every city you go to that say no trespassing. And according to to section .01 of the Texas Penal Code, let me see if I can find this. On trespassing. Penal Code, Chapter 30, burglary and criminal. That's section 30.4. 30.4 is burglary of vehicle. No, that's not it. Wait a minute. Section 30.5 specifically states you cannot trespass on private property. That's what the Penal Code says on Chapter 30, burglary and criminal trespass. Section 0.5, criminal trespass. The person commits an offense. The person enters or remains on or in property of another, including residential land or agricultural land, a recreational vehicle park building, or general residential operation operating as a residential treatment center or an aircraft or the vehicle without effective consent, and the person had notice of the entry forbidden or received notice. Still ahead, some common sense about this, plus more videos. More videos coming up next, including a skateboarder who was arrested by a security person at CMPD. Stay with us. Tonight, we are focusing on skateboarders who are trespassing on private property. It's something we focused in on almost 6 years ago. Now, this clip you're about to see is one person who got arrested for trespassing on private property when he wasn't supposed to be skateboarding. Now listen here. If you want to skateboard, there are plenty of places out there where you can skateboard. Here in Flower Bluff, there's a skate park right down on Graham Road. I mean, here's an interesting story here. I was sitting outside the bar and grill, and I see these people riding their bikes or skateboarding, riding and hitting the car, and then one person got mad. I'm not going to name names. There was one person who knew the kids, and it was like, well, there's a skate park down Graham Road. I mean, that's the small thing. There's also a skate park here in Corpus that's right on Cole Park. There's 2 skate parks. One on Graham Road, that's Manaski Park, and one on Ocean Drive. That's Cole Park. You can skateboard there. You can go destroy your own property, but you can't destroy other people's property. That's vandalism. You skateboard on someone else's property, that's trespassing, and you could be arrested. According to section 30.05, criminal trespass, which we read part of it, you cannot be trespassing without consent. Had notice of the entry of forbidden, or received a notice to report but failed to do so. Entry means intrusion of the entire body. I mean, all of this is under section 30.05 of the Penal Code, the Texas Penal Code. You can feel free to review this at statutes.capital.texas.gov. Click on Penal Code, Chapter 30. Then click on Section 30.05 of the Texas Penal Code. That's where you begin. That's where you begin. If you want to look it up, go to statutes.capital.texas.gov. Take a look at this clip of this skateboarder who got arrested for just simply trespassing.
What's going on? This is stuff on my property. No,
Hey, you don't need to my stuff, man. Hey, this is
I said your hands off.
Is this yours?
It's
Is
on
this
my
yours?
property.
Okay, the one gives you.
This is my stuff.
This is his. This is a lot of money you're throwing around right
And
here.
you're
All right?
breaking my stuff, man.
Get your hands off it.
Hey,
What are you doing?
if it was a teddy bear, you could throw it around, but this is expensive
You better
equipment.
shut your mouth.
We understand that. Can you please say that and just let us go about all of this?
Okay, where do you
Before
want
you leave. No, this is it.
No.
Yes, this is
You
mine.
reclaim it
You
later
can't
on.
reclaim it. How can you
Yes.
come and grab
It's
our
our
backpack, man? No, come give me my backpack.
What are you doing? We're filming, we're making a movie, you're taking my shit?
Yeah, come back when you have some identification.
Why? I'm trying to...
Pardon me. I'm not from here, boy. I will whip your ass and call your dad. So you think
you a smart ass. Don't try to be smart with me. I don't play that bullshit. You want it? This is the government center. Have somebody with some identification come and get
have
it.
identification. Want me to give you mine?
Not yours.
No.
You have somebody else to come pick
You
it up.
have somebody come get it.
Why? It's mine. It's not somebody else's.
You have your parent to come pick it
My
up.
parent. How are we gonna get it? That's retarded. I'm not a minor. This is my stuff. I own these things. I own these things.
Want to arrest me? Let's
Get
start
this from
running.
you.
You're under arrest. Drop.
How can we get this bag from you? Holy shit, are you serious? Really? I'm asking you how we can get this from you because you're taking it from us and now you're gonna arrest me. That's cool, man. You're being a fucking dick. This is ridiculous, man. You came up here grabbing our shit, man. This is our shit, and I'm asking you how we can get it from you. I'm asking you how we can get it from
The
you.
rest of you want a piece of this? If not, get going.
So like, give me my ID. I can have that. Hey, call me. I'm coming back to you.
This is from now. Here's another one from Alex White, who's a good skateboarder, who's a really good skateboarder, but she trespassed at a hotel. There was a history between them. The first time she was in there. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Let's just watch.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, I took our board.
For what?
Yeah, I think it was in the first set. Whoa, Dad, get off me!
Whoa.
Get the hell off me, man!
How you doing?
Get off me!
How you doing?
I'm trying to get off me!
Base, that's
What the hell are you doing?
I'm detaining you.
Why?
Base.
Fucking shit!
Start Monterey PD is gonna be on a WXJ.
I was just leaving.
Trespassing. We'll take them at Oliver and Scott. One detained.
She didn't do it.
Oh, not this time she didn't. What's your name?
Alex,
Alex. How many times have we gone around on this?
one time before.
One time? I don't think so.
Yeah, it was one time before this.
No, it wasn't one time before this. What about with the crutches at the front of the hotel?
Oh yeah, 2 times, sorry.
2 times, yeah. What happened last time we went round?
I ran from you.
You went rabbit, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
So how much slack do you think I'm giving you now?
Not much.
That's a fact. Now, am I going to handcuff you, or are you going to have a seat?
I'll have a seat, sir.
Well, that's good. Get up. Over here on the bench. Alex, what's your last name? White. Stick it in that bag. You're all funny, ain't you? Here's what's going to happen, Alex. You're going to kill it. You're going to come down. You're going to do an admonishment for 602.18 Adam. That is trespassing and interfering with the business. Okay? What they're going to tell you is next time you come here, you'll be arrested. Okay? You guys named out a couple places. Go ahead and clean. Guys in the MP are going to take care of it. Just let them dress it up and clean it up, all right?
Stop on it.
What's your name?
Kyle?
Kyle, you were shooting that video the day she did that with crutches, weren't you?
What? I think my phone was.
This one, and then Senior Counsel. Now, we've actually, PD has tried to locate her to do an admonishment in the past, without success. So.
Doing what? Oh.
It's probably
Oh. don't know. Trying to get into a room.
So we don't know what happened after that. Probably after that video, Alex probably got banned from the hotel, meaning trespass. Like if he decided to come back, then he would be arrested for trespass. They should be arrested for trespassing. It's not just skateboarders who are trespassing. What about when you walk into a school? Let's take a break here. Come out next. This mother was angry that her daughter carried the Trump flag. No, it wasn't like that. You made me think it was like that. It wasn't like that. She got mad because an officer of the law told her to leave. So she got mad and started recording. One portion of the tape was, there was only one portion of the tape, but the attorney, the mother of the attorney, has just released a full video. You will see that video of when the daughter gets kicked out of school for her involvement in doing Make America Great. This was all back when Trump happened. Stay with us. Well, several years ago, when Donald Trump almost became president, he had this great idea to do the MAGMA, Make America Great Again. That was to where he would, I'm not going to get into that, but a lot of schools had Flag Day. And the video you're about to see here would explain it. Now, there were two portions of this. There was one that was a minute and a half. But Jennifer Ferris' attorney decided to release all the full 4.5 minute video. So before we play that video, let's read the description. An attorney for the Perry High School mother released a longer version of the video showing her conversation at the school after an incident ignited over politics and freedom of speech at schools. So let's take a look.
No, you have no idea.
Just wait, don't scream out what you should say.
I've got Gary Harper on the phone.
Okay, you do? Are you actually? Show me.
No, I'm actually recording it, but Gary Harper is waiting for it. I've already talked to him. Channel 3 really wants to know all about this.
I just need my sweatshirt on.
Jesus.
No, you didn't. Put it back on.
I can't. It's Trump on it.
I don't care if it is Trump in it or not. Put your sweatshirt back on.
I'm not putting the sweatshirt.
Put your sweatshirt back on, yes.
Stop it.
Put your sweatshirt back on.
No, I want to put it on.
And you, want to see the flag?
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Tori, come on.
Oh, this is the wrong mom. Oh, sorry. Hi, Mom. Wrong
She was
mom.
told that she had to take her sweatshirt off.
No.
And the police officer was taking pictures of her.
Yeah.
Why were you taking
Here, come
pictures
on.
of my
No,
daughter?
here, hold on. Come on. Come on, here, we'll take it. We'll take this.
No, they don't have to leave the property because...
Yes, this.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Wait till she gets here.
If you're not gonna relax.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, go. Take her and go.
You asked my daughter to leave the campus
I did
today?
not.
Who did?
The police officer.
Why?
Because they have this flag we didn't want. Look it, ma'am. I'm not gonna put up with this stuff.
I'm not going to put up with it either. You're not allowed to tell my daughter to leave the school because no, you're not.
It's a principal. Yeah. You can take her and go. Yes, he can. Yes, I can.
So you're going to tell me that you're going to ask my daughter to leave school because she was wearing a Make America Great Again sweatshirt?
Nope, that's not what happened.
That is what happened.
No,
Then why is she being asked to leave? She's not the one that had the Trump flag, and even if she did, why can't she have a flag on America Day for school that says Make America Great Again?
Because to carry a flag around is not the use of the flag. It's disrespectful.
To carry a flag around?
Go read that. And I have a kid in the army.
I have a kid in the military.
Good.
Thank you.
So, you can leave.
I'm not leaving without figuring out why she's in trouble for
She's not
this.
in trouble.
No, she wasn't in trouble.
She's the one that called you because they took a picture of her because she wouldn't leave.
And why did they take a picture of her?
Because she wouldn't leave.
She's a minor. If they're going to take a picture of her from the school, I should have been called.
No, you don't. No, you're wrong. You are wrong. Where are you getting this stuff?
I talked to a Phoenix police officer on the way here.
No, you don't need to talk about it. You need to go.
It's school.
Go. Now.
You're a jerk.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
You're just difficult.
I'm difficult?
You are?
No. You don't get to talk to my daughter the way that you are.
We're not on campus. We're trespassing.
Oh my gosh. My kids go to school here.
Doesn't matter, I could trespass you.
Okay. Because my daughter wore a Make America Great shirt?
No. You already asked that.
This is the flag that was being
Let me see the flag. Let me see the flag. This isn't even an American flag.
This is a Trump flag.
Yeah, can you hold it for a second? The news wants to know this. Let me see. And you're not allowed to have that flag on campus?
It wasn't even a campus instruction.
Was it America Day though? Did you guys make it America Day?
For American flag.
It was American Flag Day. It was American Flag Day.
It wasn't American.
My daughter is in trouble and I'm not allowed to come to school.
You've been trespassing.
You are not allowed on campus.
Come in, you know.
Bye.
So I'm trespassed from school because my daughter is wearing a Make America Great shirt?
Bye.
Is that right?
I have to go the other way my truck is.
Is that correct?
I have to go the other way my truck is the other way home.
Okay.
Okay. Let's throw in common sense here. Let's throw in common sense alert. If they tell you can't be doing something like this, it's a distraction. Like we talked about in instruction in classes. I mean, there's things. There's texting in class, cell phones in class, talking in class, video games in class. Those are all distractions to the educational process, especially hats. Hats are a distraction to the educational process. So if I was wearing a ball cap, like this, and bent down so that no one could see my eyes. Actually, I have to do it like this. So if I bent down like this, y'all can't see me, right? It's exactly right. It's a distraction to the learning environment, like we talked about. Dress codes are made to prevent distraction to the educational process. Years ago when all this happened, you probably weren't allowed to bring a cell phone to school. If you did, because it was a distraction to the educational process and part of the school board policy. What's more of this here? If they tell you not to wear that flag, don't bring that flag. Don't bring that Trump flag. I mean, you may say, well, I had a kid in the Navy, so and so, blah blah blah. So after that video, like she said, she was trespassed and not allowed to come back. Meaning, if you are trespassed, if they tell you you cannot come back here, Like if you do something wrong and they tell you that you cannot come back here, then you cannot come back here. That's what they say. They make the rules, and the school district can ban you from campus. And if you come back to campus when you're banned, you will be arrested for trespassing and you will be going to jail under laws by your state. And it probably all started when the officer took a picture of her. She's a minor. Common sense for all officers out there, you need to call the parents first. The school needs to contact mom or dad beforehand so that way they can come down there and ask, hey, what's going on here and how can we resolve this? That's common sense perspective. Common sense when they tell you to start freaking, hey, take a picture of her, we're not calling the parents. And she's right, she's talking to a Phoenix police officer, and they probably didn't want to hear it, so adios. Adios. But that was 4 years ago. Now Biden is president and Trump is losing because of the riots. So what now is going to happen? That's on a future episode. That's on a future Throwback Thursday. Okay. I mean, seriously, if I was that principal and I saw that happen, I would take the flag away. I wouldn't. If I was a principal, I wouldn't do what they did. I wouldn't freaking have an officer take a picture of her. I would call the parents first. Then I would either give them detention or suspend them for having the flag out. No. Detention would be better. I'd throw them detention. Or put them in school suspension. While letting the parents know what the heck's going to be happening. Okay. Coming up next, you may remember we talked about corporal punishment. Well, this is one of the videos that has shocked me ever whenever we talked about this. One of the most shocking videos that I've ever seen before in my 6 years and over 600 episodes of this broadcast. Stick around. You may remember 2 seasons ago we talked about spanking and how it's confusing to a child. This video you're about to see is a Florida principal spanking a child, unaware that 19 states make it legal to spank. It's legal in schools in all 19 states, but some schools don't like the idea of corporal punishment. And warning, what you're about to see is very disturbing.
That is Central Elementary School Principal Melissa Carter using a paddle to beat a 6-year-old student as Cecilia Self, a clerk at the school, holds the girl's hands down. Afterwards, the principal berates the child.
If your mom wants to come up to the school and spank you and we can watch, that's gonna happen.
The mother says that before the beating, she was brought into the principal's office. She says she noticed there were no surveillance cameras, so she secretly recorded what happened next with her phone.
Do you understand me? Breathe and calm down.
This child, who's 3 feet and weighs 40 pounds, was hyperventilating after she was hit. The mother spoke to CBS Fort Myers affiliate Wink News, but she didn't want to be identified.
Con el odio que le dio a mi hija, o sea, fue un odio que realmente yo nunca le había dado a mi hija como ella le dio. Yo sacrifiqué a mi hija para que todos los padres se den cuenta lo que están haciendo en esta escuela.
The mother says she felt she could not intervene and stop the beating because she is undocumented.
At no time did the mom get permission for anyone, including the principal, to paddle her child.
Brent Probensky is the attorney representing the mom.
There'll be a lot of people who watch the video who don't understand why the mom didn't step in and say, stop doing this to my daughter. Do you know why she didn't?
I asked her that question. Why didn't you stop? And she said she was frozen with fear.
But isn't it human nature to just want to step in to protect the child in that moment?
I think so. I think it is. I think the mom was intimidated. The mom didn't expect this to happen. It happened very quickly. And the mom said, I was so astounded, I was so shocked, I was just frozen for a few moments when she was paddling my child.
Corporal punishment in schools is legal in 19 states in the U.S., including Florida. According to Probensky, 20 of Florida's 67 counties allow corporal punishment, but it is not allowed in Hendry County, and that's where this happened.
This is child abuse. She should be charged with a crime and suffer those consequences.
The attorney not only wants the principal to be arrested, he wants to make sure she never works at another school. He also says she's now on administrative leave from that school. He also told us the state attorney is investigating. Our CBS affiliate in Fort Myers is reporting that the Clewiston Police Department has investigated. I want you to know we called the principal and the clerk, but we couldn't reach either one of them. David Beckno, CBS News, New York.
And like we talked about, corporal punishment is legal in all 19 states, but in counties, it's illegal. In the county where you live, like if you live in Texas, where corporal punishment's allowed, and in the county where you live, they make it illegal. But then you decide to go your own ways and start to say, like, well, I don't care what the law says, I'm going to go spank. It's child abuse. Only one county in Florida is doing this. And yeah. Probably won't know. Okay. Can you ever imagine being arrested for being framed? Your bullying framing you? You're about to hear a case of a 13-year-old who was jailed for 11 days after she was framed. But according to the mother, things just got out of hand. We'll bring you the story when we return. Stay with us. You know, for over 6 years of this broadcast, we've talked about bullying. But not unlike this story you're about to hear for this Throwback Thursday. This happened a year ago. A 13-year-old girl's mother is crying foul after her daughter was arrested and spent 11 days in juvenile detention. Nia Rips is accused of making threats against her school in Pembroke Pines, Florida, but the girl's attorney and her mother said that she was framed by a bully. Her mom said that a student who had already been bullying her took it to a new level by impersonating her daughter on Instagram and then making threats to bomb the school and another student. We actually talked about this a year ago, last season. So let's take a look at this clip from a common sense perspective.
This 13-year-old child is being handcuffed and hauled off to juvenile hall for a crime she did not commit. Nia Wims is in tears. She's accused of making threats against her school in Pembroke Pines, Florida. But her attorney says Nia was actually framed by another student. Nia was held for 11 long and scary days at a juvenile detention center. Her mom says that a student who'd already been bullying Nia took the harassment to a whole new level by impersonating her daughter on Instagram and then threatening to bomb the school and kill a fellow student. I spoke to Nia and her mother, Leslie Davis. What did you feel when you saw the officer take your daughter and put her in handcuffs?
I said to her, you're going to handcuff her too?
As Nia was locked up, she begged police to investigate who was really behind the threatening messages. But they say police failed to track down the source of the threats for 2 months. Police claim their investigation was delayed because Nia's family initially did not cooperate with investigators.
They needed to acknowledge they were wrong. We screwed up. Don't try to pass the buck on a 13-year-old little girl and her mother, saying that they didn't cooperate.
This is something that she'll carry on with her for years.
The school tells us the safety and security of their students is their top priority. The charges against Nia were dropped, and police say the other student, whose name has not been made public, ended up being charged instead.
Common sense alert. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta cooperate with the investigation. But I'm glad the charges got dropped about a year ago. And I'm glad the student who did that got what her ass deserved. Or he deserved. We talked about threats after Oxford. When TikTok was involved. That's our next Throwback Thursday subject, to where after Uvalde, there were a bunch of school threats that happened. So let's take a look at this. This was about a year ago.
Well, school districts across the country were on alert today, some even canceling classes in response to vague threats of violence posted on social media. As CBS's Jeff Begays reports, police tracked down some of the threats and were quick to make arrests.
In South Florida today, 3 students, ages 13 to 15, arrested for allegedly making violent threats on social media.
If you think you're going to post a threat, fake or real, I can promise you, you're not only going to get out of school, because you will, but you're going to jail.
In Connecticut, a 13-year-old was arrested after sharing a post warning of what he might do. There was an increased police presence at schools nationwide after a vague, unverified TikTok challenge went viral, encouraging students to call in threats.
There were just a bunch of threats, like all over the place.
Law enforcement does not believe the threats are credible. Still, at least 176 schools across 18 states closed out of an abundance of caution.
America's education system is under attack right now. We are under attack by a social media platform that will not intervene when it is necessary.
TikTok said it searched the platform but didn't find any threats, just this rumor of violence and warnings to be careful.
There is a threat. Stay safe, everyone.
The school closures and arrests come almost 3 weeks after 4 students were killed at a Michigan high school where warning signs from the shooter were overlooked. Experts say any social media threat should be taken seriously. You have to act like it's credible.
Every threat is real until we disprove it.
Late today, at least 7 students arrested in Texas in connection with alleged threats to schools. In Salt Lake City, police say they arrested a student who brought a gun and bullets to a high school. Nora.
Do I even need to say it? Ban cell phones, ban social medias. One state has banned TikTok. I'd imagine if any other states were doing the same thing. Ban it in schools. I mean, social media platforms. I mean, schools use YouTube. They have social media accounts. But one person can easily hack I do mean hack into their account, into the school account, make a threat, and bam, we go into a full-blown lockdown here. Take the case of Dom Tracy. Now, if you don't know who Dom Tracy is, he is a YouTuber in New Jersey who has a lot of subscribers. We're not throwing him under the bus. I've watched his story several times. That was to where people claim that he called in a bomb threat. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is.
The newest Pixel.
We're not going to play you the whole thing here, but from a common sense perspective, we'll play you more of this. We'll play you the story. It was to where a fan of his called in a bomb threat.
So now you guys were probably one.
So let's just get to the story here. Actually, we'll get to the story when we come back here. I've watched this several times. This is really great for Throwback Thursday. Back in a moment. Stay with us. And before TikTok made a new challenge, making school threats back in 2021, this guy right here decided to just make videos a lot. And he claims that one of his fans, even the police claim that one of his fans was calling that bomb threat. We'll listen to part of his story, and then we'll give you a common sense perspective.
Not him. Just doesn't make fucking sense. So anyway, I'm walking through school. This is another day. This is the earlier. This is like probably April, the month before it happened. This one teacher tells my substitute, it's 9 p.m. Okay. Teacher said it. This time it was a girl. Now I'm gonna give her a fucking nickname. Miss Dickhead. That's her name. Miss fucking Dickhead. It's first period. Mind you, I'm still tired. I'm still fucking tired. In fact, I was up all night the night before because I filmed a video staying up all night on a school night. So I'm fucking dead. I'm walking in the hallway like a zombie, bro. Like I'm walking like this, yo. Whenever someone says something to me, this will be my reaction. Like, I was so pissed. I did not want to talk to fucking no one. So, I'm coming. I'm walking, walking out of my first period of class. The class next door, the teacher calls me in. And this is the day after the bomb threat. I was just there, like, peeking, seeing what people were talking about, like, what the hell's going on. So we all get up. I'm bolting out the building. Everyone's walking. I'm saving my life. If something's happening, I'm bolting, so I ran out the building. It made me look even more suspicious, like I was planting a fucking bomb in a school and then running out. But no, I was just trying to save my fucking life, dude. So anyway, I get outside, I get it. We have to walk in a single file line, and I have footage of this. I have footage, but I cannot show it because then the school can fucking get me for it. And I'm not trying to do that shit. So I have videos literally of police officers with AKs. And there's the school surrounded with cops with AKs, a helicopter overhead. Shit is going down. So we have to walk in. The whole school has to walk all the way to the fucking soccer field. And mind you, it's blazing hot at this time. I'm in a suit and tie. I'm sweating my dick off. So I finally get there, and I get a text from my brother saying, yo, bro, what if a fan called the school? And I was like, yo, that would be fucking dope. Like, I can make so much videos off of that. And people would enjoy it because that's some real shit that people want to see. Because I know you guys wanted to see that video, but I can't post the school got swatted video, so I'm still gonna post the thumbnail and stuff and say my school got swatted, but instead it's gonna be a story time instead of the actual footage from the school because I can't put that in the fucking video. Which I don't understand why I can't post stuff from outside the school, because if you look up my school, you can see outside the school. If you look up Dom Tracy's school, the school fucking pops up. So it's public knowledge. It's a public school. You can see all over the school on Google Maps. I don't know why the I can't show shit from outside the school, but I'm just not even gonna do it, honestly. It's not a battle I want to fight, but I'm still gonna explain it because I have the right to explain it. You know, we're out there for like 30 minutes on the soccer field, and then we get moved into the football field. And I wish I could show you a diagram of how far this fucking shit is, but I can't. So we walk like another 10 minutes into the football stands. All 3,000 kids are in the football stands. Everyone in the school. We have like 2,000 or 3,000 kids in the school. All of us are on those fucking bleachers. And little did I know the school was looking for me because somehow I had something to do with it. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm here chilling with my boys and shit on the bleachers. I'm like, yo, this is dope. I'm getting out of school, and it's actually me not doing something for once. No, Dom, you're wrong, dude. You had something to do with it. So I'm sitting there on my phone. We're not even allowed on our phones during a bomb threat? What the? What do you mean I can't go on my phone during a bomb threat? I'm gonna text my mom so she makes sure like I'm good, because I'm not gonna have her worry while everyone's about to die from a bomb, okay? Now at this time, no one really believed there was a bomb. Now, of course, people, when they walk by, they were like, yo, Dom, what if it's a fan that called? And I would just be like, that'd be, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is what I said. I'm like, yo, that'd be tough. But honestly, like, it's not. Like, it's not even cool. Whoever, now I'm thinking back, like, at the time, I was just thinking on the videos I could have did. I wasn't really focusing. But now, like, after it hit me, I was like, yo, like, that's messed up. And I'm gonna find that motherfucker, whoever called. So if you guys want to see, like, a video where I call him or talk to him about it, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I know who it is. Just leave a comment if I should call him or something. Ask exactly what he said and stuff. But yeah, anyway, it's been like 30 minutes from the call. All of us were outside the soccer field for 20 minutes. We walked to the football field for 10 minutes. We stayed there for over an hour. And then this lady comes up to me. She goes, Dominic, this is what she did. Ready? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, me? So I'm walking with this girl, right? And I go, I think I have a good idea, like, what's happening right now. She goes, her exact words, if you had a good idea, then why are you in the stands? We have been looking for you. Bitch, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know that you're looking for me? How? I'm chilling. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do with your guys' procedures of me walking half a mile away from the school. And my legs are dead, okay? My legs are they're about to be amputated by how bad my legs are from walking that far. So then anyway, I was just like, what do you mean? She goes, you said you have an idea, right? And I go, I mean, yeah, it's an idea. I don't know for a fact. She goes, oh, well, you're about to find out. So she walks me over to the police car that pulls up right in front of the football stadium. So we're there, we're talking. Everyone, all 3,000 kids, imagine this, all 3,000 kids are looking at you straight in your eye. Like you're a criminal. Like you just pulled off the biggest badass prank of all time. Now, everyone thought I did it for a YouTube video. So I roll up to the police officer and he goes, you filming any videos today? His first words. And I go, nah, I just filmed all of them last week, but they're uploading soon. Why? I felt so cool. And he goes, well, did you call in and say there was a bomb? And I go, why would I do that? Why would I do that? And he goes, oh, well, do you want to call your dad because we're gonna need him? For f***ing what? What did I do? But anyway, I just decided to call him. The girl that I'm talking to at the time is looking at me like this. And I'm just like, sorry, like, see me go through this. So then, I get in the back of the police car, and, when I got in it, everyone was like, I was just wondering, they're treating me like a fucking criminal, dude. They started patting me down and shit, make sure I didn't have it. What the fuck am I gonna, look at me, what am I gonna do? What, please? And I was just like, why is the reason you're patting me down and taking my phone? He goes, oh, well, we have to. For what? Do you suspect I did something? Like, is there evidence that it's me? Because if not, I just feel offended. He goes, no, well, we have a good idea that it's one of your fans. So now you have an idea that's my fan? Now you have an idea that's one of my fans after you asked me if I did it? That just makes no fucking sense. So then, meanwhile, I'm in the back of the police car. I don't have anything on me, dude. They basically, the amount of stripped me down naked, dude, because they were like, I was about to reach for my balls, dude, honestly. So he's patting me down, he takes my cell phone. I don't know who the this dude is. I thought he was some detective. He's one of the fucking director that's asking me these questions while the police is patting me down. I thought he was some fucking, like, FBI agent, dude. I thought he was fucking G.I. fucking Joe. I thought he was the badass of the fucking badasses, dude. But no, he's a fucking school director. I've never seen this motherfucker once in my life. He's dressed up like he owns 10 houses in Los Angeles. Like, I swear to God. Everyone's looking at me like, what the fuck did this kid do? So then anyway, I'm riding back to the school in this police cruiser. With the police officer, the board of director, me in the back. And meanwhile, I'm scared as fuck. I'm like, what is happening? What did I do? I haven't filmed in school in a... What is happening? What did I do? I haven't filmed in school in a while. I mean, I did last week, but that was after you told me not to film anymore. And he starts bringing up, oh, well, this would have never happened if you would have never filmed in school. I would, bro, I will, actually, I can't put that because that will be a threat. I didn't mean it, guys. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to say I'll kill you. I will hug you, okay? So then anyway, I get back to the school, and while everyone's in the football field, they have canines all around the school. They're probably sniffing for the bombs or whatever, which people are holding them, of course, because those things will probably, if they see someone, they'll attack them. Wait, unless they're like highly trained or whatever, I mean, they have to be, but still, dude. Which I don't understand. If you're gonna have a dog sniff around for a bomb, what if that drone deploys you right next to it? You're fucking dead, dude. You're gone. You're in the air, your legs are detached from your body, you're gone. So I don't understand what they were doing. I mean, if there was a bomb in there, they would all been dead. So then we pull up, and there's like 6 detectives there. My dad pulls up. They kept me in the car. The car wasn't even running. I was sweating my ass off, dude. I was like, I'm sitting in the car, I'm sweating my ass off. I still have my suit and tie. The camera's in the corner, I'm looking at it like this. I was dripping sweat. So then anyway, after 20 minutes of being in a hot-ass blazing car, it was like at least 98 in there. They let me out. I came out like a f***ing criminal. I was like this. They're like, you don't have to put your hands up. I was like, oh, my bad. I thought I was gonna fucking get sent to jail for something I didn't even know what I did. So then I get there, my dad goes, what's the reason that he's doing this? And then they tell him the same thing they told him. And then he was like, that's bullshit. You have no evidence that he did it. And then my dad started snapping on the board of director or whatever for taking my phone and shit. And my dad goes, why do you have his phone? And he goes, oh. My dad said, give him his phone right now. Don't ever touch this thing. Because he has no right to touch my phone. It's not even the police officer. It's a board of director. What did I do? I was literally there. Just because someone called and you think it's a fan of mine, you target me in front of all 3,000 fucking kids in the school. Now, mind you, all the kids in my school Snapchatted me later and say, thank you for getting me out of the school. That's how bad everyone fucking hates our school, dude. I don't know if like all kids hate that school that much, but literally they did not want to be in school. They wanted to stay out there the whole day. So meanwhile, while my dad's talking to the police officer, I'm posting about it on Instagram, Snapchat, and I'm like, yo, whoever called the school, like, it's not cool. So then I eventually get to go home. I get to go home early. It's probably, at that time, it probably would have been like 4th period in my school. I have 9 periods. Probably would have been like 4th, 5th period. We're out there for like a good 2 or 3 hours. So I get to go home. On the way home, my dad rear ends someone. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on today? I'm having the worst day of my life. So then I get to go home, still feeling sick, get in the shower, I fall asleep. And I come back to school the next day, I get called in to the principal's office, and so I don't know if you guys know what 3 to 7s are. It's where it's basically a punishment where you go to school from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Now, I got 4 of those. Now, you guys were probably thinking, oh, because you called the scene yesterday. No, it's because I posted about it. This Instagram picture right.
This was the post. But from a common sense perspective of this, if they tell you don't post it, don't post it. This is what he posted. Today was probably the most exemplary day of my life. Some fan called my school and said that there was bombs in the school. Not okay. Not only are you jeopardizing me and my classmates' education, but you are jeopardizing how your life is going to be in the future. This is a picture I took during the evacuation, moments before I got brought out of the crowd by the police. 2 hours taking out my day to school because somebody thinks it's funny to make false accusations.
I got 4 37s for this shit, and I said, I literally helped the school out, because if I said some other shit, you know how many other people would have called the school and left their bomb threat? Look, it's right here. The caption, read that, okay? Read a chance. It's on my non-working Instagram at Dom Tracy. It just doesn't work. And then I'm in there, and the board of director goes, you're not going to post any videos about this, are you? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and they go, oh, well, you can't show the school or any of the property, and we don't even want you talking about it. I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want. I will leave my conversation.
It is quote to quote here. Okay. We're not gonna have time to show you this one here, but common sense perspective would tell you, this is how you need to post it, don't post it. But the aftermath, after he called the fan, he got kicked out of school again for his posting of the video saying that he threatened a teacher, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. But he posted it during the summer, and the school got a hold of it. So that's the video here that's the video there. Like I said, I'm not going to show you this one, but Common sense is to tell you. They tell you don't post videos, don't film on school property, don't film on school property. Take the case CJ Gonzalez in Flower Bluff. He filmed on school property. He posted, and no one said any crap to him. He posted stuff on the walls in the school without permission. He got detention. But common sense is to tell you don't be filming on school property. It's not cool. It's not cool. That's it for Throwback Thursday. I'll see you next time.